guys, welcome back to today's video. So today we are here for my Tested Monday video, and what we are testing today is a concealer. Now, if you guys know anything about me, I will try just about any concealer that comes out on the market. Between foundation and concealer, those are my two things that I will absolutely try, like anything. Anything new that comes out, anything that I kind of hear anything about, I will try it. I will put them to the test. So just recently, actually, I picked up two new concealers. I picked up the Sisley Concealer, which I don't think is actually brand new, but I have never heard anyone talk about this concealer ever on YouTube. It was actually one of my friends who mentioned this concealer, and she's actually much older than me. And she was telling me that this is her must-have, like only go-to concealer, and it has worked wonders for her. So it got me thinking, like, why have I not tried this concealer? So this is the one that I recently picked up, but then I also picked up the new NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and this one was just launched. This one just came out. So I asked you guys on Instagram which one you wanted to see for my tested video today, and everybody pretty much said the Sisley. And then what I was going to do is I was going to apply this to one eye and then this to the other eye, but then I forgot it's Friday night. I'm actually going out tonight, and I was like, I don't want like mismatched concealer, or who knows what that would have turned out like. So what I'm doing today is I'm taking the Sisley concealer, and we're going to put this one to the test today. So this concealer by Sisley is the eye concealer with botanical extracts. This concealer is $107. Now for me, concealer is one of the most important aspects to your makeup. Foundation, concealer, it is something that I'm very picky about. I don't want caking, I don't want creasing. Concealers, I feel like, can either make or break your kind of whole look, because they can either make you look younger or they can actually age you. If you are using the wrong concealer, which I have tried concealers where I will look in the mirror throughout the day and I'm like, oh my gosh, like when did I get so many wrinkles and just grossness around my eyes? So there's obviously concealers out there that we want to stay away from as we get older. And this is one that you are supposed to be able to use on more mature skin around the eyes, that's actually supposed to make you look younger. Now $107 for a concealer, yes, it is quite expensive for a concealer. This concealer by Terry, the Terribly Denseless Concealer, this is a $69 concealer. This has been my holy grail concealer now for years. I have not tried anything that I have liked better than this concealer. I pretty much have tried every concealer that's come out in the past, oh my gosh, 2 years since I've been using this, and I've tested it up against this, and this always comes out as the winner. I just find that works for me so well. It helps to keep my eyes hydrated and looking young versus dry and old and cakey and everything we do not want from a concealer. So this is an expensive concealer again as well. $70 is no joke for a concealer. So spending money on concealer is something that I am okay with if it's going to work, if it's going to be amazing, if it's going to make my under eyes look amazing, if it's going to keep my eye area looking young, then that is what I'm all about. I'm okay with spending that money. I have tried some of the most expensive concealers, the La Mer concealer, the new Twist Up one, the Clé de Peau concealer. Those are all super expensive, and they have not wowed me at all. And those were all like $100 concealers as well. And for me, they just didn't impress me. I never pull them out of my concealer drawer. So we're diving back into a more expensive concealer today. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a background on this concealer. So it basically says that this eye concealer with botanical extracts is going to mask dark circles and signs of fatigue. It's going to visibly smooth fine lines and reduce eye puffiness. It says it's for anyone who needs to diminish the signs of aging around their eye area. Got a supple, creamy formula that ensures an easy application, a natural finish, and long wear. Got a metal massaging tip that immediately cools and decongests when you apply. And it says day after day, so the more you use this, your under eye bags are going to become less and less, and you're going to look more rested and more beautiful. So that brings me to my next point. The applicator is like this. It's in a tube, and then it does have that metal type of tip where when you kind of massage this into your eye, it kind of decongests that eye area. So if you do suffer from eye puffiness or just like morning eye bags, when you use this and you kind of just like apply that cooling tip, it will help to kind of soothe that area and help reduce those eye puffy areas. I am very excited, and I am really hopeful for this concealer. So what we're going to do is I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to apply this concealer with you guys. I do have it on right now. I filmed this after I applied it. So what you're seeing right now is this concealer on my eyes now. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you, we're going to demo it, I'm going to show you guys how it applies and what it looks like going on, and then we're going to go throughout the day and we're going to see just how well this concealer holds up and see if I found my new holy grail HG concealer, which I am hoping for because no concealers have been working for me lately, and I've just been a mess with concealers. So I cannot wait to put this to the test today with you guys. So let's get started, let's get into the demo. All right, so let's dig on into this package right here. Again, this is the number 1 shade. So this is what the packaging looks like close up, and then when you open up the tube, it kind of has one of those applicators that's supposed to have a cooling effect when you kind of massage it around your eye area. So that is what that looks like there. So I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of the concealer up through that applicator right there, and I'm gonna dab it onto my eye. Ooh, it's like a good peach tone. I like peachy concealers. Peachy tone concealers hide the dark circles or darkness under your eye the best. I don't know how much to use, so I'm just gonna do one eye at a time. Let's do this eye with the Beauty Blender and see what happens. I get so nervous trying new concealers because they can either be so good or they can like ruin your day. Ooh, oh my gosh, I'm liking the way that finish looks. That peachy tone is really brightening. Wow, you guys, that is really a pretty concealer. Oh my gosh, that peachy tone just brightened my under eye so much. Can you guys see the difference between my two eyes? Look at that. It's super lightweight on the skin too. Very easy to blend into the skin. Like really just became one with my skin. I am liking that. First impressions, oh my gosh, I'm gonna say yes. Let me do this eye, and this eye I'm gonna do with the brush, and we'll kind of see if there's any difference. If I'm using a concealer brush, this Kat Von D brush is my absolute favorite brush to kind of pat in concealer. I love this brush. So let's kind of see what the difference is here. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am telling you. Oh my gosh, I am so happy right now. Okay, I actually think I like it better with the brush. The coverage is perfect. Super brightening, blends, looks just like your skin. Oh my gosh, right now, I am telling you, right now, this is my favorite concealer. The way this looks, the way this blends into my skin, I try 1,000,001 concealers. Nothing has amazed me like this in so long. All right, I really hope you can see what that did to my under eye situation right there. The brightening effect that this concealer has is absolutely spot on. The coverage is lightweight, yet has great coverage. I would say it's definitely a medium to full coverage concealer. And my under eyes look hydrated, brightened, and I could not be happier right now with this concealer. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now to finish off the concealer under my eyes, I'm gonna take my La Prairie. This is the #1 translucent powder, and I'm going to set the under eye today with this. And I'm just gonna take this and dab this right under the eye. We're just gonna set everything because we do not want this concealer to change, to budge whatsoever, because it is perfection right now. All right, then I'm just gonna take this down my T-zone just to finish off everything like I always do. Wow, oh my gosh, I am so impressed with this concealer. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna finish off my eyes real quick. I'm gonna throw on some mascara on my lower lashes because I have not done that part yet. I'm gonna throw on some blush, some highlighter, and then my makeup will be done for the day. So I will be right back. All right, so I'm back. Here's everything makeup-wise done for the day. I just wanted to give you guys one more close-up for now of this concealer because I am honestly so impressed and so amazed right now. I feel like I've had no luck with concealers for so long, and even my By Terry concealer, which I've loved for years now, I feel like hasn't been doing its best job for me lately, and this concealer has just wowed me on all levels right now. So here we are up close. Who knew we were missing this little hidden gem here? Oh my gosh, every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, what? I'm so glad I decided to pick up this concealer and give it a try because honestly, it's never even been on my radar. And this concealer brush with it is perfection. Perfection together with this brush. So anyway, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go about the rest of my day. I'm going to run errands. I have a meeting I have to go to. I'm gonna go out to lunch with Brian. So I have a full day today. We are gonna see if this concealer holds up because like I said, I am so picky. Between like foundation and concealer, I am like a crazy picky person. I mean, I will look in the mirror and pick apart every little thing about it. So we're gonna do that today with this concealer, and I am praying Fingers crossed that it holds up just like it is right now, because if it is, this is my new holy grail concealer, hands down. So I'm gonna head out for the day now and I will check back in with you guys later. All right, I'm back already. So it's only been like an hour and a half. I just got off a phone meeting, went to look in the mirror. Still everything looks perfect, but what I wanted to tell you guys quick is the ingredients. I completely forgot to tell you that the ingredients in this concealer are really good for the under eye area. This is the botanical ingredients that are included in this concealer. Red vine, ginkgo biloba, arnica, arnica is amazing, caffeine, amazing for the under eye, soy, horsetail, carrot, candida, and botanical glycerin. So all things that are gonna be really good for the under eye area, that is beneficial to the under eye area, not just a bunch of chemicals that are going to, you know, harm the eye area in the long run anyway. These are going to be actual ingredients that are gonna help the eye area. So that is a plus. But I'm gonna zoom in quick. It's only been an hour and a half, but I'll give you guys a quick check-in anyway. All right, so up close here, like I said, it's only been about an hour and a half since I applied, but still absolutely perfect. I just want you guys to see around the eye area, super smooth, super bright. It's not sinking into any lines and wrinkles. In fact, what it's doing is making my lines and wrinkles look honestly so much better. So that's the concealer as of now. Hour and a half. I will be back in a little bit. Hey guys, I am back for my final thoughts and final check-in for the day. It is now 5:30 at night. I'm getting ready to eat dinner. I put this concealer on when I was getting ready this morning around 9:30. So it has been a long, busy, hectic day. So I've gone all day without touch-ups at all actually to any of my makeup. So I'm gonna do my final check-in with you guys. I will let you know just how this concealer has held up. So before I zoom in and show you guys all close up, I am just gonna tell you flat out, this Sisley Concealer is now my holy grail favorite concealer in the entire world. At this point in the day, if I've gone a whole day like this, with most concealers out there, my under eyes are just not looking its best. They are starting to look older than they should. They are starting to crease up, maybe get a little cakey. This concealer right here, the Sisley Concealer, is not doing anything. In fact, they just look so fresh and so perfect yet after all this time today. When I'm looking in the mirror, my under eyes look so hydrated and just youthful. There's literally something magical about this concealer where it really makes your under eyes look more youthful, which is the exact opposite of what most concealers do. It's not sinking into any lines or creases, or like I said, it's still looking hydrated. And the fact is, I don't see any like concealer sitting on my skin. There's so many concealers that I can see sitting on my skin. This really blends in and looks like skin. Okay, so we're gonna zoom in here. We're gonna take a close-up look at this concealer because I want you guys to see how truly amazing this is, and I'm hoping that it comes across on camera the way I'm seeing it in person here, because I am shocked with how good this is. I mean, you can see it's not creasing into any lines. Normally by this time of the day, I'm gonna have little creases all over here. It's gonna start looking a little patchy or a little dry in certain areas. It still looks completely fresh and it looks like my skin. So I feel like we're turning a new era on my channel here, because for so long you guys have seen me talk about the By Terry Denseless Concealer, which I'm telling you is a great concealer. And if you love this By Terry concealer, I can't even explain to you how much this Sisley Concealer is gonna shock you, because I'm in shock. I am in shock with my under eyes right now. I really did like applying it with this brush, this concealer brush. I think this brush does such an excellent job with this concealer. Just patting it in under my eyes just kept it looking so perfect all day. The coverage is so great. I would say it's like a medium to full coverage concealer. The coverage is spectacular. And the fact that it just holds up so well throughout the day and just keeps your under eyes looking so nice and youthful throughout the days is just, I mean, what more honestly could we ask for? Other than the fact that it's $107. Yes, I know there's gonna be people that are saying that is too crazy for a concealer. I absolutely get that. If this concealer would be a $30 concealer and it did this to my eyes, I would be all over it. But believe me, I have tried all the way from drugstore concealers all the way up to, you know, the La Mer concealers, the Clé de Peau concealers, which are over $100 as well. And I wouldn't recommend them. Those are not my favorite concealers at all. But this one, just being at the price point that it's at, it really truly does make a huge difference on my under eyes. So I absolutely would recommend this concealer to you guys if you are looking for that amazing concealer that honestly is hard to find, especially as we get older. So that's it, guys. That wraps up my review on this Sisley Concealer. I think it is so magical. I think it is amazing. I honestly feel like it's like a magic concealer for more mature skin eyes. I really do. If you have tried this concealer, let me know down in the comments below how it's worked for you. I cannot be more impressed. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for testing out this concealer with me today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm gonna link this along with anything else I discussed in this video. It's all gonna be in the description box, so you can just open that up for more info. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this review. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.